All right, families, in this video, I am going to teach you how to be a teacher in under 5 minutes. I know, right? It's not going to be hard or confusing at all. It'll be fine. Here we go. We're going to go through this together. This is a website that everyone with children in school needs to know about, whether you're home educating or you're in a virtual academy or you're in brick and mortar. All parents, I feel like, should know about this website. This is our Oklahoma State Department of Education website. So our state has academic standards. If we scroll down, they have it for all subjects and for all grades. They also tell you what state tests are mandatory for the state. So this is going to give you a lot of information, not just about state testing, but also the standards. So the standards is our goal for this year of what your child should have a general idea about. We would love mastery in every single standard for this grade level, but that is not exactly realistic. We know that not every child is going to get mastery of every subject. I probably do not have mastery of every subject. If you know me that I do not like math, it does not like me, and I probably would not master it. What we want to get is as much as possible, and that is where our PLPs come in. But first, let me show you what is on this website and how to use it. I am going to take my son, for example. He is in 4th grade. I'm going to go to the new one. We have new standards this year. Here, our table of contents is our best friend. We do not want to roll through 127 pages of this document trying to find what I'm looking for. So my son, he's going into 4th grade. We're going to go to page 53. I'm going to go up here to our page numbers, type in 53 and enter. Boom, there we have grade 4. Now, if you'll notice on our syllabus, and if you're taking an Epic Live class, you'll notice that on their syllabus for our Zoom meetings that are mandatory for my classes, you will notice these awesome numbers. These numbers are pertaining to a skill. You might also notice this on your IEP. If you have a SPED student with an IEP, we sometimes use these numbers as well to talk about certain standards that we want to see mastered for that year in whatever subject area that we are talking about for our goals. And here it breaks down what those standards are, what it means, and again, the goal is that our students for this grade are going to master this standard. So let's take this one, 4.2R3. Students will summarize and sequence the important events of a story. During our Zoom classes, we're going to work on that. And then during our Mastery Connect, they're going to ask questions based on a reading if the student can summarize and sequence the events of that story. So this, as a teacher, is what we are looking for. This is our blueprint for how we want our classes to run in order for students to grow in knowledge and in their confidence as well. Coming back to our PLP, every student from grade 3 through 8 will have a PLP. This is a shared Google Drive document with both me and the student. I can also share it with the parent as well. This is going to have on here those exact same standards. Here's 8th grade and those standards. So here's all the standards for 8th grade ELA. You notice the different pages down here at the bottom. So here's ELA. Over here on the right, we have our reading and writing process, which is this here in blue. That makes up 14 questions on the state test, on our benchmarks here. Critical reading and writing, that is also going to be 14 questions on the test. So we're going to spend a lot of our school year this year working on these 2 big topics. So we have topics and then we have the actual standards under the topics, okay? So we're going to spend a lot of time right here. We will also spend time in vocabulary, language, and research. And of course, 5th grade and 8th grade will also have a writing component. So that's something that we will also work on if you're 5th grade or 8th grade. Okay, so you're sitting here going, what am I supposed to do with this, Teacher Megan? Okay, I understand. Those are the topics. This is like the blueprint of the test. and these are the standards, but now what? Like, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do with it? I'm so happy you asked. You are so smart. Here we go. This is our actual PLP. In this, we have, for all of the standards, the different practices you can do in IXL. Each one of these is a link to IXL. So let's go ahead and click on this. This is determine the main idea. As you can see, I'm in IXL. IXL is where we practice. It's not technically a per se teaching tool. It is more of a practice tool, something that has already been taught to your student, and you just need them to practice a little bit more so they're comfortable with the types of questions that are being asked. So this is determine the main idea of the passage. So they're going to work through that, and I always say I would like our students to get an 80 for proficiency. 100's even better. They can do all kinds of things. It gives them more coins in the program and stuff if you have an 100, but 80 is proficient. So pretend like I just went through all of that and I got an 80%. I'm going to put the date on it. I can't put it on now because this is a shared document, but I will put the date and the 80% right here, or 100%, or the 95%. And then I will click off on this box right here to show my teacher that I just completed that IXL. This is something we're going to use from the first week of school all the way through state testing. This is a really important document. We have it for ELA, math, and then of course 8th grade, since we also have a science test in 8th grade. 8th grade also has science. Now, are we going to check all of these boxes? Probably not. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is a lot of boxes to check, you know? So we probably won't hit all of them, but do we want to hit the most of them? Yeah, we want to kind of strive to hit a lot of them. Now, one thing I'll do is after you take your benchmarks, if there's stuff that we know that you have 100% mastered, I'll go ahead and check it off and put that you mastered it through your benchmark. So that way you don't have to do it over and over again. But if you have mastered it, IXL usually only takes a few minutes and it'll go by really, really quick. So in practice isn't bad. Also, on our PLPs, we have extra instruction videos. Like I said, IXL does not teach. It is only practice. So our instructional resources are over here. We have YouTube videos. We have Brain Pop videos. Some of them we have Khan Academy videos. There's all kinds of different resources on instructional things that will help your student know what it's talking about. If your student is having a lot of trouble, they've been working on this one standard for a really long time, please give them a break. If they have been working for over 20 minutes on a standard, and because if you get a question wrong on IXL, it takes away points. And you might only get 1 point per correct answer, and then they get it wrong and it takes away 8 points or 10 points. And sometimes it can be really deflating for our students. Please give them a break. If the student keeps struggling, that is when you're going to contact me, and me and that student are going to Zoom. And we're going to work through it together, and I'm going to help that student so that way he or she understands exactly what the questions are asking and how to work through those questions and what the processes are. If it is in a high-level math class, I might not be able to help. I promise you, I'm a smart person, but math is not my gig. In that case, I might ask the student to do a tutor me session in order to get that extra one-on-one help with a tutor in that content subject, if that is math. All right, hopefully that's helpful and wasn't super confusing. Please let me know if you have any questions about this, especially 3rd through 8th grade students. This is what we're going to be working on a lot this year. Remember, this is part of your grade, okay? You're not doing it just to make me happy. You are doing it for your grade. All right, let me know if you have questions.